Welcome guys to another video. Just like the title says, Forex got me a new apartment. So I'll be doing a house tour, and after the house tour I'll be sharing with us a profitable strategy. The dream of every trader to have an apartment where you can have your room different from your trading station, different from where you have your physical class and your studio and all of that. So, and I have everything in this apartment. So it's like a dream apartment. Not just that, it is close to my favorite spot, which is the beach. Of lately, you'll be seeing me a lot on the beach. Now, I think it's just about 15 minutes walk to the beach. So it's cozy, nice and cool. Some trader's dream. And I started trading the Forex market since 2012. So basically, I've been working and grinding. Just look at the years it took me to start living the life that I've always dreamed of. And how did I get the money? I got the money through trading gold and crude oil. As you guys know, these are my two favorite instrument pairs. So after getting the apartment, I told myself it is high time to upgrade some of my trading gears, and I felt my camera needed an upgrade. So I've been making videos with this old Logitech 4K webcam, and it's good, but when I did a little research, I came across this Sony ZV-E10 and I liked the specifications and all of that, so I went for it. Upon getting the camera, I was not satisfied with the production of the lens, so I had to go for a Sigma 16mm lens. It's a prime lens, and upon getting the lens, I love what I saw. Why? Because just look at the background, that blur background, it gives you that effect. So getting the camera and the lens was about $1,650. So that's for the camera and the lens, and the house is expensive. So before we continue, let's do a quick house tour. So let me show you something real quick on the crude oil market. I remember when I used to blow my account back to back. Almost every week I blow account, and sometimes you blow your account and you come back to the market and the market becomes very, very clear. You start analyzing. You tell yourself, I was not supposed to buy here, I was not supposed to sell here. It is because you have detached yourself from money. When you are attached to money, there are things you don't see in the market. Why? Because you are too focused on that $50. As for my case, it was $100. That $100, my family problem was on top of it. I was too afraid to lose it, and I lost it. What's going to help you to get to the top, or what's going to help you to become a profitable trader? First of all, you must learn how to detach yourself from money. It is not as easy as it sounds. Why? Because everybody wants to make money. So how do I detach myself from money? You have to trade your strategy and don't go for money. Sometimes, yes, I know we go for money sometimes, but if you want to stay long in this game, don't allow yesterday's loss to affect today's decision. Let's assume you have an account of $1,000 and yesterday you had a loss of $200, and today you are running in a profit of $210. Your subconscious will tell you to close that trade. Why? Because of you want to balance your account. You don't want your account to be in a loss. But you've forgotten that a good trade does not come by easily. What you're supposed to do is you are supposed to capitalize on that good trade. Look for place to enter more and minimize every profit you can get from that good trade. And people tend to be fearful when they're supposed to be hopeful, and hopeful when they're supposed to be fearful. I will explain this. Now, when you're in a losing position, you're always hopeful that this position will come back to break even so you can close. Sometimes when you're in a losing position, you end up adding more positions. Why? Because you feel, okay, if I bought here and price has pulled back to this zone, I think it's more cheap here to buy. You end up buying. And when you are in a winning position, you are afraid for the market not to come back to your entry or not to turn it to a loss, so you close. But you are supposed to be hopeful. When you're in a winning position, you're supposed to look for a place to add more position, not to be fearful. It is not easy. One simple trick I always tell people is, don't allow the money in your MT5 to be bigger than what you have in your bank account. As we can see on the chart, price has been bullish for some time, giving us series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and higher lows, leaving a lot of liquidity resting below this place. Because during this bullish run, a lot of buyers will definitely put their stop loss here. And as we all know that the market seeks two things: liquidity and inefficiency. If you take a good look, price ran and took out the liquidity resting below this low, leaving this inefficiency, which was in a form of fair value gap. I always tell people that the best reversal will often come after a failed continuation pattern. Let me zoom in so we can see properly. Now, there was an inefficiency here, which was in the form of fair value gap. Price rallied back and tapped into that inefficiency, trapping sellers here, pulled back into a demand zone, and we saw a beautiful spike here. Now, all this indication is telling you that crude oil is bullish. I would have used the word officially bullish, but in Forex, nothing is certain. It's a game of probability. But from experience, I can tell you that crude oil is bullish. So what are we going to expect in the next couple of weeks? Price is going to be giving us a series of higher highs and higher lows. Something like this. If I was to trade this market, I would want price to take out yesterday's low, which is already happening, into this area of interest, and I will move down to the lower time frame to look for bullish continuation pattern. I have a lot of them. An extra confluence will be the trend line, and we know that trend line, a perfect trend line, has 3 touch. I will take this as the first touch here, first, second, and a third shot should be here. So if we see a touch here and the trend line is not broken, then see price close above it, is an extra confluence that crude oil will go bullish. So I will just be waiting to see price giving me a series of higher highs and higher lows till probably tapping TP. And now, because this move is on the daily time frame, it has a potential pips of about 2,000 pips.